Go.
So this is my presentation on water quality for sports turf irrigation systems. So before we start, it's important to understand what water quality is. So basically what chemicals or elements that are in the water and how that can affect the irrigation systems. So poor water quality can cause damage to the turf health and the soil structure, as well as reduce the playing surface quality. And it can also cause problems within the irrigation system, mainly because of blockages and like sort of blocked pipes, which can then just make things not be able to work properly, and even in sprinkler heads as well. Good water quality basically is able to then keep our irrigation system working well, which we can then use it to help get our turf growing good and keep it healthy. So these are the main water quality issues. Things like pH, salts, suspended solids, and what elements are in the water as well can have an impact. So for the pH, when we have a high pH in our water, it decreases the nutrient availability, which can also increase the chance of getting diseases like taggle patch and fusarium. Also salts at a high level can also be a really big problem. So if we know that salts at a high level, if they're at more than 1,000 ppms, which can cause a lot of damage to the turf roots and the soil structure as well, which can start to lead the turf to start wilting. And the suspended solids like silt, clay and algae are the main things that start to cause blockages in the pipes and filters and sprinkler heads, which just means our irrigation system won't be as effective. Some other issues are around what nutrients or elements are in the irrigation system. So things like iron and manganese also build up in the pipes and cause a lot of blockages, which makes our irrigation system less effective. Boron is quite toxic at high levels, and it causes the leaf tips to go brown, and it can make the turf a lot more brittle and cause root damage as well. Sodium damages the plant cells, reduces soil drainage, and can cause dry cracks in the soil as well. And chloride slows down the plant's growth, can burn the leaves, and can cause stem dieback as well. So it's also important to understand where different water quality issues can develop. So things like stored water, like tanks and dams, are more prone to algae and pH changes, and as well as more chance of sediment building up in them as well. The groundwater sources are usually a lot higher in different elements like salts, iron and manganese. And surface water like rivers and ponds often have a lot more silt and change a lot more and can be more vulnerable to different climate and seasonal changes. The recycled treated water, even though it is treated, like that can be a problem because of the stuff that's used to treat it. There can still be traces of things like sodium, boron, and bicarbonates if the treatment is not done properly. So it is important to do regular testing and management for your irrigation system to make sure that it's working so that we can use it to keep our turf growing healthy. So a couple of different things we test for are the pH, electrical conductivity, and what elements are in the water. Also making sure that we're constantly monitoring and cleaning out all the filtration systems is important as well, to make sure that we don't have any blockages. Different chemical treatments are also different management ways of making sure our water quality is good. So doing like acid injection is what is done to help manage the pH levels, and chlorine treatments are done to help reduce the amount of algae as well. A couple other things that can be done to keep our water quality quite good is by blending different water sources. That's just helpful as it can like dilute any of the harmful ions or chemicals, anything that's in the water. And also using good storage practices, like making sure we're regularly cleaning everything and using covered tanks to help with the amount of contamination and evaporation as well. So overall, our goal is to have good water quality, which can help us have an effective irrigation system, which we can use to keep our turf growing healthy and create a high quality playing surface for all the people who play.